Earlier this week, the House of Representatives passed a funding bill package that includes a continuing resolution that temporarily funds the Department of Homeland Security for 2 weeks until February 13th. The 2 weeks was negotiated by Senate Democrats to give Congress time to negotiate a new Department of Homeland Security that includes oversight and accountability for ICE and CBP. This comes after Alex Pretty and Renee Good were shot and killed by federal agents in Minnesota. But after the House passed this bill, negotiations haven't really picked up. On Wednesday, House and Senate leadership sent a letter to Republican leadership outlining a list of 10 demands they want to see in the Department of Homeland Security. Include targeted enforcement, no mask, require ID, protect sensitive location, stop racial profiling, uphold use of force standards, ensure state and local coordination and oversight, build safeguards into the system, body cameras for accountability, not tracking, and no paramilitary police. Republicans on their end say that they support body-worn cameras, but they don't really support the full list of demands that Democrats sent. Some Republicans have suggested passing another continuing resolution that temporarily funds the Department of Homeland Security for 2 or 3 weeks. Others have suggested a longer continuing resolution that funds the department for the remaining of the funding year. But any type of continuing resolution would mean that the Department of Homeland Security is going to keep operating under the same funding levels as last year, but it will not include any oversight or accountability measure for the ICE and CBP agencies. If Congress does not reach an agreement by February 13, or they did not pass a continuing resolution by then, we're going to see a partial shutdown of the Department of Homeland Security. This basically means is that agencies within the Department of Homeland Security, like TSA, FEMA, the Coastal Guard, are not going to have funding, but agencies like ICE and CBP will have funding because they have money under the One Big Beautiful Bill. One Democrat suggested funding all the other agencies except ICE and CBP, but Republicans quickly rejected this option. Under the One Big Beautiful Bill, there is $30 million available for ICE to use on immigration enforcement and deportation. Also includes $45 billion to expand detention capacity. It also includes $6 billion to train and hire additional Border Patrol agents. The House and Senate return on Monday to continue working, and here at the Barrio Times, we're going to continue monitoring what happens with these negotiations and what happens to the Department of Homeland Security.